Okay, so hi guys, this is Balinder, and I have Vishnu with me, who is one of the interns uh, learning to be a DevOps engineer. In this session today, we will be covering Openresty, which is a Nginx embedded Lua, and it gives us a lot more power to customize Nginx. So in this session, we want to cover how to build, let's start building a CDN. So we will start with Nginx, and I am here assuming that you know what a CDN is. So if you don't know what a CDN is, you can go back and do some research and come back. But here today, let's get started. So we will have a Nginx. We have Nginx, and we installed Openresty Nginx, and you see a welcome page. So let's say this is our CDN instance POP, and we installed Nginx on it. Everything is manual at the moment, but after developing, we will be creating a pipeline and Dockerized test environment, and then Kubernetes, and probably installing this on bare metal in real world, because CDN POPs are usually powerful big machines. I don't see a reason why to run this in Kubernetes yet, unless we have big beefy machines available. Then we may be able to run inside Kubernetes. But the purpose of this exercise is not to cover the DevOps, Docker, Kubernetes. The purpose of this is to just develop a CDN itself. So let's say we want to replace the default host here. Instead of serving a page from our local machine, we don't want to do that. Sorry, excuse me. That's not what we wanted. We want to go back to Visual Studio Code. So let's say we don't want this default page appearing, and we want a default CDN page for our CDN, our gateway page. So we will remove this. Why can't I change this, by the way, guys? Code, I can't change the code. Okay, sorry, I can't change the code now. So this is the default location server block, which is provided as a demo, as a dummy and a starting point. So we will not serve the actual root hello world page instead. We will just say hello world instead, and we won't create the can you type your password? Yeah, so we won't actually create the Vishnu, type your password again. Yeah, so we won't actually serve the default page, and we will say serve the hello world instead of the file. So if we go to our default page now, oh, I forgot something. Okay, the MIME type, sorry. So let's go to here. Default MIME type, text / HTML. Okay, return. Oh, every time we have to. Can you open this as root, by the way? And is there a way in Visual Studio Code that you don't have to type? Security, maybe here. Workspace, banner, style elements, extensions. Yeah, because every time we save file, we have to enter password. Is there a way to save that always run as sudo or something. So bear with me. I'm going to try to find a solution. Studio code always open. Sudo. So hot run as root. Okay, so it says yeah, which is not a great idea, but okay. So there is a command we can run. It's not recommended, but sometimes you do want to so we try this command, if that works. So Vishnu, shall we try?
Yeah.
Okay, so run that command which I sent, sudo, and enter your password.
Sudo.
No, I send you the full command.
Yeah.
So directory to open will be, you have to change the directory to open to will be user local Openresty Nginx conf, right? User local Openresty Nginx /Nginx conf /conf. Yeah, so let's try that. And you know the double quotes around the dots, it's probably not this. We need single quotes, not those curlies. Yeah, remove those because we copy pasted from web. Yeah, this is probably better. Yeah, try that. Yeah. So this should open as root, and we shouldn't have to enter password each time we're making changes to file, hopefully. I've never tried this before, but hopefully it works. Let's see, get started conf Visual Studio super user. So Vishnu,
Yeah.
normally we will not do this open Visual Studio Code as root, but we will actually install Nginx in your own home directory and give permissions and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
why is it not opening? It's not okay. Probably okay. Close that. Then it's probably not going to work. Okay, so what we can do is yeah, open normally, that's fine. Okay, that's fine for now. Then we have no choice. Okay, but you see, I created a default type here, and this was the now. Oh, I haven't restarted it. I need to restart. That one, enter your password again, Vishnu. Okay, I will go to try again. Okay, you see now we replaced the default index.html page to hello world. But this is one example. So I will rename it to hello world. So you can use it later for
Yeah.
other things, yeah.
Yeah.
But I will actually add another show you that we don't have to serve the response from here.
Hmm.
We can serve the response of this from another website, which is already, let's say we want to serve the response from here, okay?
Yeah.
Then we can say proxy pass this.
Hmm.
And the couple of things we will need to do, pass headers, otherwise the proxy a proxy is a proxy header, or 1 second. Need to check proxy header, proxy pass headers, because otherwise the origin, which is this. Remember, this is origin. This server will not know which domain name we have we want, right?
Yeah.
So we need to set some headers. Set header is the command, which will be host. So we will tell the proxy origin that the host is this, okay?
Yeah.
This is our host. Actually, we can even make it a double quotes around it. It's a value we are passing. And we can also say, actually for now, that's okay. We just, we say save, and okay, we have to enter your password again. Okay, so we will reload. Oh, sorry. Sorry, the joys of remote working. Okay, now, what do you think will happen?
It will load the edge one.
Yes.
Yeah.
But remember, the URL is still localhost.
Hmm.
That means the Nginx is getting the response from this website and then serving.
Yeah.
So if you cache this locally, even if this website goes down, this one, if you cache it locally, it will still carry on working. So if you think this is your POP, point of presence, and it can get the page from another origin, another country. So imagine you're in you're in let's say you're in London, but this website is served from India. Then your local host is in UK, but it's getting the page from a server origin. We call it server, but it's origin from another country, caching it locally and then serving it to your users from the browser. So far you learned how to return normal text.
Yeah.
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 And how to return, we can say, root directory. Remember what we had here was root HTML.
Okay.
This was what I removed default, right? This was a default. Yeah? So we can say root, it's going to serve an index and index.html. So if we save this and put enter your password again, and we restart, and every time that we can easily do that. So now if you type hello world, so in Nginx, you found a way to serve many different locations. This is hello world. And then we say root directory, and that will serve, okay, the root directory will not work because the page is not there, which is called root dir. Root dir is not there. because it's looking for this.
Yeah.
So inside this directory, we don't have root dir, but what we can do, you can actually say, you can change it actually to index.html. That means if location is equal to, then do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the different ways of serving response from Nginx. Are you understanding what we're doing? Vishnu? Vishnu.
Hello?
Are you understanding what
Yeah.
we're doing?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. What are we doing? Different ways of response. So you see, now if I say this, and if I say index.html, this will serve the same page we saw before. Now, so this is our home page for a CDN. So if you go to a CDN, the most popular probably is Cloudflare. If you go to Cloudflare, they show this page. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, millions and millions of different domains can point to a CDN. They can all serve different websites. So for example, Cloudflare powered website example. So I don't know if there is an example website using Webalizer. Okay, so 4 million. No, Cloudflare is a web infrastructure. Cloudflare is a website using okay, medium.com. When you type medium.com in your browser,
Yeah.
which I'm typing right now, or Fiverr or Canva, or all of these. Oh, no. Okay, it won't let me type, but if I open in a new tab, good. That's not what I want. I just want to type medium.com. So this website actually is powered by Cloudflare. You can actually verify by going to terminal and see what kind of headers they have. If you see that, if you run this command curl to see the headers, you see it has cache, content type, server is Cloudflare. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means this website actually is served by Cloudflare CDN. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the same way, we will create our website. I will give you an example. We are not yet done, but we will be creating this website soon. Okay.
Yeah.
And that I will type in the our Slack channel. And we want to serve the website actually, we will add that later, but I want to show you some more examples first. So we will come back to this. Okay, we'll close this and we will actually add our own website, which will be thirsty-care-3813c7.netlify.app. Okay, so this is our website, which we will be serving from our CDN as well.
Okay.
So now the default page is this, and we have added a couple of URLs in our default page. But what we want is we want our different websites to work from the same system. Okay.
Yeah.
This is because CDN can handle multiple websites. Okay. So what we do is actually the easiest thing to do is we can copy. I will copy this server block. And I don't want all of this green part. I just want, actually, I don't even want, yeah, I don't want too many things. I just want copy. And I will copy and the paste. Normally we have includes for each different site, but today we won't cover includes. Let's say I want a website called Workstation. And whenever we type Workstation, we want it to be served from that website which I just opened. And let's copy this, okay?
Yeah.
And yeah, so this will be our host name, and we want it to be served from here. Now, we don't have a real domain yet, okay? We don't have a real domain pointing to this local host of your machine.
Yeah.
We will just use Workstation. Okay, just type your password. Okay, and now we restart. Okay, now one problem is that we don't have the DNS pointing to this machine. So what I will do is open a local hold on, this is not right. I don't know why if I'm typing. Oh, why can't I type? Can you press escape, please? Sorry, for me.
Nothing's happening.
That's fine. No. Escape here. Yeah. Okay, it's working fine. No, it's fine. Oh, where's the exclamation? No, where's the here we go. Okay, so I will reopen it because it didn't work. So what? Whoa. Escape again.
Yep.
I think because I'm working over the Zoom. Okay, what you can do is open the same file in Visual Studio Code, okay? No, I didn't. Remove sudo. Okay, now.
Yeah.
So here now we can easily edit. So I will copy and paste this. Localhost. Ow, what? Working remotely is not that easy. So we will add the domain name Workstation. Actually, let's call it local, because then it will be easier for us to understand. We're working on local host even better, okay? So now this domain name is pointing to this machine, which is your local machine. Can you enter your password? And we go back to our Nginx and our Nginx file. And here we will also have the same domain name. Yeah?
Yeah.
So when we type this domain name inside the browser, this should serve the website from the origin, but on your local machine. So now we have two websites. We have the local host, which is serving the default page, right?
Yeah.
And we added another website. And let's add another one because we have, we have the adminer running. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can use that as a in front of a CDN. Why can't we? Because we can. We can create an example of adding multiple sites. So what I will do is copy this server block again. Remember what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Here, this is what I'm doing. Creating some dummy sites which are already there, sites which are already there. Okay. We created one dummy site called Hello World, but the rest of them we will just add as an example. So now I added another site which will be served from Vishnu. Am I making sense?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So we added another site. Oh, actually, authenticate first, but I made a mistake. I need to add here adminer. So this is adminer, which is our local domain. But in real world, it will not be local. We will add a domain in DNS. Yes?
Yeah.
So we'll go back to our host file on your local machine and add that here too. So now we also need to save this file. Okay, so now if you copy this, and now close this one, we have this site and we have another site running on the same POP. This is our POP. Oh,
Yeah.
that's not what I wanted. Did we not save? Maybe. Oh, we did save, but we did not restart, I think. Yeah. So, oh, interesting. Why is it banned gateway? Is this local? There's no.
Yes.
Okay, do that again. Restart. And run the restart sudo Openresty reload, sorry, at the bottom. Yeah, that's it. Now go to the browser. Now you see you can take over because you can start creating as many origins as you want. So this is exactly how a CDN works. Many domains can point to a CDN Nginx instance. It can cache locally, and it can get the response from origin, which could be in England or India or wherever. And your local user who wants to use the website could be in different part of the world. It reduces latency, reduces TTFB, which is time to first byte. You know, learn these terms later. It reduces latency, makes the system very fast, and you can run multiple sites. So that's like your POP. Now you have a POP, which default page is this. You have many different properties pointing to it. Properties means origins, websites, whatever you call it. Now, one aspect of CDN is that if the backend is gone down, the website should still carry on working. So we can define caching. It's called caching, okay? And for that, what we need to define is some more configuration in Nginx, which I will send the code in the for caching, proxy cache, and another piece of code. Now I want you to add this code in just so you learn, because otherwise you won't learn. So instead of copying and pasting code in all the websites, if we want the caching for all the websites, we can create an include file. Okay?
Okay.
Like in PHP or Apache, you can include and then include that file and copy and just to copy, include wherever you paste it, include wherever you want, right? So we will create a file called cache.conf. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, we'll create two files. Maybe I can create the files for you just to give you a head start. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
Slack.
Okay. It's giving me yeah. So, okay, let's first make this one, because that code goes straight in nginx.conf anyway. Where is it? Here. So on the top in the HTTP section, we will create the temp Nginx cache. Okay.
Okay.
1 gig, we will assign 1 gig, and the name of that zone, we define a zone called memory zone. Okay. This is RAM. We're dealing with RAM. We call it static. Okay. And if we go back to Slack, then what we need to do is copy this into each website where we want to define the cache. So we will create, let's go to that directory. Actually, I want to open another file. Here we have conf and Openresty, Nginx configuration. We can okay, we can create a new folder here. How can I create a new folder here? Okay, I'll just use a we just need make directory user local Openresty Nginx conf, but inside conf we have Nginx dot
Conf.
yeah. So what we want to do is call include. So any file is in this directory, we will be serving from here. Okay. I don't know why sudo. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so it should have created that file. Now I will open that folder in Visual Studio Code. Okay. And here, includes directory will create a file. Enable static cache conf. So this is a conf file as well. Oh, So we need to open that as a, okay, sudo, okay, fine, we will try that again if it works as sudo. Not sure it will. Okay. Now, what I can do is even better, just create a file like this, touch. Touch will just create a file, okay? Enable cache or enable or underscore. Okay, I will just call cache.conf, okay? And now we can say open in Visual Studio Code. So that file is now there. And we enabled the static cache. So we can enter your password. Now, Nginx doesn't know anything about this includes directory. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to go back to Nginx and say that, let's say for this, I don't want to enable cache for this, doesn't matter. But for this site, I do want to enable cache. So I will say includes, wherever the includes are, cache.conf. So now we're telling Nginx to include the cache for this as well. We can say that. And for the another website we had workstation workstation, the two of them, we will enable cache for two of them. Enable save that file. And we must check the syntax of this Openresty is correct. So how do we do? Using -t, remember?
Yeah.
So it failed because it says no such file or directory. So it's in the con. So maybe we need actually, yeah, I made a mistake. Here as well, conf, and try again. Try do the -t as well after this, straight after this. Yeah, -t. Try the running the command -t there, the terminal. Oh, I see. No, okay, I am sorry, I am making mistake. I take this back. So that's what we need. It's a level 1 down. So sorry about that. Try again. I think I'm muddled up with this parts. It's always easy to do now. Rerun -t. Does it find that file? Oh, another. No. We also made another mistake. There's double dots. Line number 61. Fix that for me. No, end. No. That I think is not the problem. Yeah, here is not 2 dots, it's 1 dot. Fix it in the next as well. Save. And remove the first 2 dots. I think we don't need that. The first ones I tried without, and no slash at the includes, after include, before includes. Yeah, try the same. Yeah, here too. Okay, save. Retry as sudo, and then do -t all after that. We will set up a Docker container so we don't have to keep reloading like that. Okay, now it's saying the syntax is okay. So I'll take over for a minute. We'll then reload. Okay. We do reload. And now, if we go to this website, and even if the website is down, which would be the origin, this one, even if this goes down, this website will not go down, this one, because it will cache in memory. And you can see if the cache is working by going to a directory called temp nginx. Oh, it hasn't created a directory yet. Where did we create the temp nginx cache? So there should be some files here. Yeah, cache, yes. One day, should cache static files for one day. So it hasn't worked, because if it worked, we should see some files. Here in this directory. Did we save, by the way, this file as well? This one?
Yeah.
Try.
It's not saved.
And this one again,
Yeah.
save.
See.
Try again. Okay. And we can reload. Another thing, by the way, you can run is -big T. That will show you the look. Make directory
Yeah.
field. Because there's no such, Nginx doesn't have permissions. So what we can do is we can create make directory for Nginx, and we can also give permissions because it's cache. Nginx need to have access. So for now, we can just give everybody access to this directory for the purpose of this demo only. We will never do this in the real world, okay? And now there is no error. And now if we reload this and reload next time, you see it's very, very fast. And now if we go back to our, there you go, this directory will have, well, it hasn't got any files yet, but let's do a bit more. This one as well, we have the cache. So we should be seeing, there you go.
Yeah.
See, now we have, okay, we will go into the directory. Okay, I will go as sudo. I'll become root. This means I will become root. Enter your password. Now I am a root. Is Akshara also listening?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you understanding, Akshara, what we are doing?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me. Vishnu, enter your password, please. So, Akshara, tell me so far.
You are setting up, right? You are setting it. You are setting it. Nginx. You are setting up Nginx.
Yeah. So I am. Just remember we are recording. So there is a cached file. Here's a cache file. Look, it's got a cache binary version of that file. So what this file must belong to this page, because when we loaded, even if this this website goes down, even if I turn this off, the machine, this page will still carry on working because it's cached locally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, this one is cached locally. So let's reload a couple of more times and go to a few more pages, articles, documents. And now we will see that, yeah, if we do, there are probably a few more folders. No, not yet. Okay, so this site is not caching. Maybe this site is not caching because the headers, we must be passing maybe headers not to cache. Anyway, so, but doesn't matter. We imagine it's working, okay? Imagine the cache files are being generated on your machine. You see cache control max age 0 because it's saying don't cache basically. E tag and sorry, cache control headers age is 0. So this is why it's not caching. But otherwise, if we remove these headers from the origin website, which we will not do, just the purpose of demo, if we do that, this website will cache as well locally. And you will see some files, Nginx generating some files in this directory. This one. Okay. Maybe it has just saved the files here, but at the moment it's only one file. So it's only caching edge 1. This one for now. But anyway, it's working. The cache is working. So if developers of this website in origin make a change and change the headers to cache, the CDN will cache these sites. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is the very, very basic dummy of how CDN works. And we will use maybe for caching Nginx or maybe Varnish, I don't know. But that doesn't matter. The point is, what we want to do is build a very, very sophisticated multi-cluster caching system, a CDN which will work anywhere. In bare metal, in Kubernetes, or inside Docker, or outside Docker for testing. So, and we can point hundreds of websites to the same system, and they all will be cached and make it faster because of low latency and decreased time to first byte, TTFB. Remember, you have to learn these terms, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the very basic idea of CDN. Obviously, we can now do the next layer is we can have a HTTPS, enable HTTPS for these sites. That means we require the certificates for these sites, SSL certificate, you know,
Yeah.
to authenticate. It's like when you go to university, you get a certificate from your university. They give you a certificate. Yes, this person is genuinely educated by us. The same way, we'll get a certificate from a company who will verify that workstation.localhost is a genuine company website belonging to Workstation or 10th Matrix or whatever. So in the same way, BBC, they will have a certificate, BBC Broadcasting Corporation Limited, blah, 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 whatever. Right?
Yeah.
So so before we go, we can practice a little bit more Nginx so you can continue practicing. There is a lot more things you can do with Nginx, not just caching. You can load balance.
Yeah.
So if one goes down, the other one is available. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's do a quick test of Upstream. So actually, I'll just quickly copy and paste from web because I don't remember off the top of my head. Upstream example, let's do that. This is something we use a lot, okay? So in an Upstream, we define for a website we define 2 backends or more. And when then we say if backend 1 is down, respond can come from backend 2. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's do that. So define an upstream in our Nginx. So I'm just going to copy and paste. So this usually will go to upstream will go to HTTP. Okay. So not inside the server block. No, not here. Inside the HTTP. Okay. So all your upstreams you can define before your servers start. Why can't I copy that? Oh, it's there. Okay. So we will say backend 1. Remember, we don't have we don't have domains. We will just set up a few domains on 8888 and another one. Bless you, Akshara. So another one is 8889. Okay. Now we don't have real origins test. So what we will do is create a dummy again.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if your child is hungry, we don't have the food ready, it doesn't matter. We can give him a dummy to test for now and then buy time. And then we will create originals later. So I just created a upstream. Just save that so we don't lose that, Vishnu. And now we have a backend with these services. So let's define a backend, and we called it on port. Remember these port 888, 8889, 8890. Okay.
Yeah.
This is only a backup server. So what now we can do is define another server here and here. And here we can say LB load balance test.localhost and port 80. So that will be our domain to test. So we also should add that inside our hosts file. Yeah. And we can define the end. No, we don't need semicolon here. Sorry. So save that, Vishnu. Hosts file. etc hosts file is called. And here we will say that we don't want to cache this, for example, for now. Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't even need that. We can here simply define upstream whole backend. Okay. Now backend upstream going to localhost 888, but we don't have any website in 8888. So what can we do? So we can just create dummies, as I said, so that we can create. This is the CDN version. This is the origin. Remember, these origins normally will not be here in real world, but we're just creating to test. Yeah.
Yeah.
In real world, this will not be here. So actually, we can even just remove. Yeah, we can just remove because it's 888. And here we will return 200. We'll just say backend or origin. We can just call it origin. This is our origin 8888 and semicolon. And we can create another one for testing. And real world, we will have proxy pass or something like that, you know, because it will get the response from origin somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah.
This I'm creating just to show you guys. And the 88890. But this origin 88890 is actually only a backup. Backup only. What does that mean, backup only? Any guesses?
Backup.
Backup means?
To store the data when we in case if we lose.
Yes. So if we now copy the domain we just added for testing, load balance test. Akshara, you must practice this as well, okay?
Yes.
Because you will forget otherwise if you don't do it. You see, the response is coming from 8888, but if you keep refreshing, it says 5 responses out of
Yeah.
because it's caching, you see, baby, because we 1. And then we send another request 3. Then we send another request 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. So what is interesting is that it's not working the way I expect it to work. So far, the weight parameter is getting all the responses from here. But let's then try something else. We try the curl command, because curl will be better. Paste. Where is it going? No. Okay, let's see what happens. But you see, it's still always serving 8888. Now 1 request from 889. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, actually, if you have a watch command, I will show you a trick. Yes. So you can actually just do watch in front. So it will every 2 seconds send a response. You watch this here. 8888. Right?
Yeah.
8889. Oh, okay. So 5 out of 10 requests are served from 8888 because we told Nginx that majority of the request, which is maybe 50% or 5 out of 10, should be served from 8888. Now, if you increase the weight, here, you say 9 now. This will be all the request almost will go from. So let's do that and reload Nginx and go back, reload here. Yeah. No, that is syntax check. No. Yeah. Yeah. So now if you see this, you will never see 8889 because 9 out of 10 is almost 90% of the requests. If you have a website with millions of hits, only 10% of the requests will go. 1/10 of the requests will go to 8889, which is in this test hardly any. Oh, look, 1 out a long time. Actually, what you can do, even you define here, is it minus C or N, the 1 second only. Instead of 2, you can request after 1 second. You see, now it will probably again.
Yeah.
Oh, 1. Okay. So out of 10 requests, only 1 go to died. Now, what is interesting is that if origins went down, remember, the backend can go down. Python code is buggy. Somebody has written a code which is buggy. So what we do is we bring them down, but obviously we don't have. We don't have a. I can't. What is the comment? Ow. Is it? Oh God, what's going on here? No. Vishnu, you know how to comment the whole code block?
I think it's control /
Yeah, thank you. Comment the 8889 as well.
The whole block.
Whole block, yeah. Because I want to show you if the origins go down, what happens. Save it. You understand my point? No,
Yeah.
you deleted it. I don't want you to delete, just comment the code. Okay. Now, Akshara, do you understand?
Yeah, sir.
What are we doing in this step?
You're commenting out everything.
So these, in real world, what will happen? We will not comment. Real world, these will not be in Nginx. They will be running in Python or PHP origins, yeah?
Yeah.
So imagine there is an error in PHP, it goes down. We are just creating a drill, we're just creating a same scenario as if the user website is gone down. Now reload this Nginx and go to the curl and terminal. No, where is terminal? No, this is not terminal. You see? So what is happening? Go to the browser as well. Reload the browser page.
Yeah.
Because 888 is down, 8889 is down. The backup server is only serving the response now.
Yeah.
So you can create 3 instances of this website if you want on 3 different servers. If very busy website, even if one server has gone down, it still will be up and running. Even if the second server has gone down, it will still be up and running. But in the end, if both servers in UK and India, let's say they've gone down, it still will have a backup server somewhere. It will carry on working, as in your example.
Okay.
Now, let's imagine the servers have come back. So one server has come back. So reload. Akshara, I want to see you this whole practice code, separate code for you for this, okay? Now, go to browser as well, reload, 8889 is backup. So backup server will not be served at all. Backup only server is not needed anymore. And you can have a very small backup only server with only a page called coming soon or something, you know? Because if a busy site has gone down with hundreds of servers, you possibly cannot have 100 backup servers because the cost will be very high. So you can have a small server serving an error page saying, we will be back shortly. There is an error on our website. And that doesn't need to be 10, 100, 100 servers, does it? That just can be a small server serving a small file from a RAM. Coming soon or something like that, right? Under construction or whatever the reason for downtime. Remember, downtime can only not occur from bugs. Downtime can also occur when you're migrating your site to another system or something and you need to bring it down. You can say maintenance window, well, website is being migrated. Apologies for the downtime. We will be back tomorrow or something like that. Yeah?
Yeah.
So what have you learned today?
How to set up an Nginx for a origin.
To protect it.
Yeah.
How does it protect it? Akshara, how does Cdn Nginx at the front, proxy pass, we call it proxy server. How does it protect, Akshara?
We use backup.
No, how does actually it protects?
Means is it doing a proxy pass only?
No. How does CDN protect origin from crashing, meltdown? Okay, I already told you, but I will tell you again. Okay. If you have 1 million requests going to your WordPress site, but your WordPress server is not very beefy, it's not very big, and it cannot handle 1 million sites. Sorry. then what you do, you cache, it's caching. It's the
Oh.
CDN cache which will protect, because one request will go here, then first request will go here. 1 million requests will be served from the cache.
Mm.
It will never go here.
Mm.
So it will be protected because this could be a small server.
Mm.
But this is a beefy CDN, it's a beefy server.
Mm.
So that's how it protects the origin
Okay.
and saves the cost. Otherwise, you will have a very, very long list of big, beefy WordPress servers with database synchronizing with each other and replication. And it
Mm.
will be very costly if you don't have CDN at front.
Mm.
Understood?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's enough for today. Any questions?
Yeah, no, sir.
Interesting or not?
Yeah, interesting.
Good. Thank you for paying attention. And I'm going to stop recording now. So if you have any doubts, you can watch this video anytime and we can pass it to Sagar and Nok as well tomorrow. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.